Introduction, afterthoughts. That is still a really hard thing for me to accept about myself, that there are parts of my memory that aren't perfect. And what was really interesting is in what is now the introduction, there were a few times that I messed up and had to rewrite and or had to re-speak, and I wanted to go back and just re-record without the flops. And I reminded myself, like, that's the whole purpose of how I'm recording the audiobook, the way I'm recording it is, and the feeling that I want to bring to it. And the thing that I am trying to break through, that I had talked about is I'm trying to reframe perfect. Meaning perfect is it is exactly as it needs to be and not flawless. Because I think what we have construed like in our culture is we mistake the word perfect for flawless. And what perfect really means is it's perfect the way it is. It went exactly as it needed to go, which is my intention. Like with this book, I wanted to record this audiobook in a way that felt like I love the vision, and I talk about this early when I was introducing the audiobook, but I just loved the idea of it feeling like when our teacher would read to us in school, where she's reading and we're having, a group discussion after the chapters. And in that, it was perfect the way my teacher read the books, but it wasn't necessarily flawless. She would make mistakes. She would have to reread lines. But that is what I loved, because it was real and it was raw and it was just in real time. And that's what I wanted this book to feel like. And that's what I want this audiobook to feel like. And there's still times where I struggle with the fact that it's not flawless, right? That I'm recording this in a bedroom and not in a studio. And you are going to hear my ums and you are going to hear the pages, and to realize that it is perfect. It may not be flawless in the sense of the word, but it is perfect. Meaning it's being done exactly as I want it to be done. And in that it's feeling exactly how I want it to feel, which is perfect. And so, yeah, I think I just needed to say that out loud, because even now, this is still a hurdle I'm overcoming. This is still something I struggle with, is constantly wanting to make something look flawless and not seeing the perfection and the beauty in it, in the flaw, like in not being flawless, right? And in the flawlessness, I believe. I might have said that wrong, but so yeah, that's just kind of my afterthoughts on this one is, that struggle is still there. And so how can I allow that struggle and still see the beauty, and knowing that I'm creating this audiobook to be and feel exactly like what I want it to feel like, even if that is quote unquote not flawless, it is still perfect.